Question 1. When a question asks you to undermine the argument, then that's a weaken question. And on a weaken question, your job is to attack the argument's assumptions. But of course, in order to know the argument's assumptions, you have to understand the argument, which means knowing its conclusion and its evidence. So here the conclusion comes at the very end of the stimulus. Clearly, the keyword says, clearly then chocolate interferes with one's ability to taste coffee. The evidence for this is a study. The first sentence just tells us there was a study and there were 10 people in it who were asked to taste samples of coffee and rank them. Half of the people in the group were given chocolate with their coffee, and they found that the coffee all tasted pretty much the same. 5 other people didn't get chocolate, and they were able to detect differences. So since the people who couldn't taste the coffee had just eaten chocolate, that's why the argument says that chocolate interferes with one's ability to taste coffee. Now, to weaken the argument, we have to attack its assumptions, the things that the author never said that have to be true in order for the evidence given to be able to prove the conclusion. Since this argument is based pretty much entirely on a study, it has the assumptions that go with any study. The first is that the sample in the study was big enough. They asked enough people. The second is that there wasn't any bias in the way that the sample was made. And the third is that the people in the study were representative, meaning there was nothing special about them that would throw off the results. Nothing special about the way they taste, about what they think about coffee, anything that could change the way we view the study and whether it's relevant to this conclusion. So the correct answer is going to attack one of those assumptions. Let's see what we've got to work with. Answer choice A, well, this would actually strengthen the argument. If the 10 people were randomly assigned to either group, that helps us believe that there wasn't a source of bias in the study. Since we're trying to weaken the argument, this is not our answer. Answer choice B would also strengthen the argument. If they got the same results with the experiment done to a larger number of people, it suggests that, yeah, there were enough people in the original experiment. It wasn't too small. So answer choice B also not our answer. Answer choice C, chocolate is normally consumed as a solid, whereas coffee is normally consumed as a liquid. This is an irrelevant comparison. How chocolate is normally eaten doesn't really matter. What matters is if the way they ate it in the study would change the effects in any way, and this doesn't tell us that it would. So answer choice D, the 5 people who were originally given chocolate were asked a week later to taste coffee samples without chocolate, and they still detected no differences between the coffee samples. Now this answer is going to be our answer because it's attacking that representativeness assumption. Apparently when they grabbed 5 people for this study, they seem to have just happened to have grabbed 5 people who don't know the difference between coffees or can't taste the difference between coffees. It suggests that it wasn't the chocolate, it's just something special about these people, since when you take the chocolate away, they still don't detect any differences. So answer choice D works. What's wrong with E? So answer choice E gives us some distinctions between the group that were able to taste the coffee. Some of them got subtle differences, some of them thought that there were big differences. What matters is they thought there were differences. The exact nature and extent of the differences doesn't really matter. So, yeah, this answer doesn't work. The answer is D.